Hi there, Elaine here again. Well, it's been quite a long while since my last video. The weather here in the UK has been pretty rubbish and I've not been able to get out in the garden. I'm making a journal for my daughter. It's a vegetable garden and herbs journal. She sort of wants to record. Sorry, it's a little bit breezy, so it will make the camera bounce a little bit. See if I can stop it. If you hear any creaking, that's just my washing line creaking with my washing on it. So it's actually made from a Richard Bell's Britain book cover, which I only recently realised that I've put it in upside down, because that should be the bottom. But there we are. I'll be covering the spine up with something, no doubt. I used a book called In and Out of the Garden by Sarah Midder, I think it is. So all of the, well, obviously the cover mat comes from that book, and all of the first page of each signature, as well as some of the decoration and pages in the book, in the journal. I just reinforced the spine with an extra piece of cardboard and a little bit of fabric. I'm going to be putting a pocket on there, which I think I'm either going to use Hessian, which I might do today. But I thought I'd give you a little flick through of what I've done so far. She's mainly going to be writing in it, so I haven't overly embellished it. I've taken book pages out of a gardening book, which are sort of relevant to some of the things that she wants to grow. She's got a run of beans growing at the moment, and she likes herbs, so she's got some chives and basil, which doesn't look too well, and some parsley. And let's make sure I'm in frame. I am. I've tried to make it a little bit higher, but if I make it too high, I can't get the distance over the table. So I've tried to do the best I can, because I did notice, especially in my my brayer video, it was a bit close and I did get it partially out of frame. So hopefully I've made it higher on my pole that I attach it to out here, and I'm going to try and not to have it too low, so you will get more of the table obviously, but I can't have it too high, I'm afraid, because I just don't get the arm reach otherwise. This is Stamperia paper, and I'm going to be making her a writing board, and the Stamperia paper is called Botanical Garden or something like that, I think. I haven't got it out here because I did it all, as I say, and I had lots of noises going on, so I actually had to scrub the video in the end, because I've got some new neighbours. They've got a dog, and obviously Jake next door, which is this way, he keeps barking at her, because obviously she's a new kid on the block. So yes, I've used some of the offcuts from cutting down this. These are sort of some edge trims that I've just popped in here. Some mushroom stickers, that's from In and Out the Garden book. I cut this out of the gardening book that I had, and just stuck it on the centre of that signature. Looks like I've got my nail varnish all over there. See, in trouble with nail varnish. Various papers This one's a pocket. Let's see. Oh, this paper is this one, which is, here it is, which is Vintage Elements, which is an AB Studio scrapbooking paper made in Poland. That's that one. I bought some single sheets from AB Studios, and this was one of them. And I bought it because of the mushrooms and that, because she also wants a mushroom journal that she wants to be a bit more specific, so I decided to use it in this one because she might at some point try growing mushrooms. So that's a pocket. I cut some bits and pieces out of Daphne's diary, one of them that I had this year, and just sort of decorated the odd page. I think, I'm not sure what that one was, probably a lettuce or something, I don't know. She's not really going to be probably growing salady things, but I think that one's a pocket as well, yes. Onions, do like our onions. These are just scrapbooking paper from the Works, 12 by 12s, and I've picked out some of the vegetable ones. So that's the first signature, which, oh, I forgot to say, so that one's Vegetable Garden. This one is the Herb Garden. So I've tried to semi-theme each signature. There's 3 signatures. That one's called the Orchard. She might grow some fruit as well, I don't know. She's away at the moment at a boyfriend's. She hasn't seen him since February because he lives over in the next county. She met him at uni, so it was nice for her. She's gone over there for 2 weeks to catch up. I think this is from, it might be the Old Design Shop, or it could be Digital Collage Club. I'm not sure which one that came out of. Another pocket. Oops. Another pocket there. Hello, Jake. This is from Daphne's diary. I just cut little elements out. This one's from the gardening book. These are all herbs. Did a little bit of stenciling, a little bit of washi and stickers just to decorate the odd page. This came out of Daphne's diary. It's on herbs, so I thought I'd tuck that in there for her. That's quite cute. And there's a little bit of thingy in the back, so I thought I'll shove that in there. Yeah, a bit more stenciling. I didn't have the type of stencils I want, so I've actually sent away for some. I quite like, it looks like it might have fruit on it, so I might do that in a bit later on. I bought these from That's Crafty. They're paper artsy stencils made by Scrap Cozy. I've also bought some of her stamps as well. She designed them for paper artsy, so I thought that was quite nice, and I'll probably use that in here. I'm not sure about the teas one, but I quite liked it anyway. And also I bought some more stamps. Don't know whether I'll use that one in here, but some mushroom ones. I've got a snail and some acorns and things on that one. This is the one I wanted, which has got the cabbage. These are actually radishes, they're not carrots, they're long radishes. So these are taken, I believe, from old images out of vintage, not quite sure what, but she's made them into stamps. So they're very nice. So I think I'll be using some of those in here. I might use that today. And that one is another tea one. I also bought a beer one for my husband. He likes his beers. So it's his 60th birthday in August. So I might have to make his card for him. We're going to have a party and everything. And of course we can't do anything like that now, because he's actually shielding because of his health condition. And so he's not been out the house since March. He's been in the garden, but he's not been out and about. I did buy him a mask, so I don't know whether he'll go out or not. We'll see. Probably not for a while. So yeah, that's the middle of the signature. Again, these are all from, I'm fairly sure these old catalogue type images are from the old design shop, and I actually bought them quite a while ago actually, but I knew I was possibly going to use things like this, so I have about 3 journals that she needs. My little hedgehog. This one is a top loading pocket. I'll put me strip back, didn't I? So that's the top loading pocket. This has come from a herbs and essential oils book. So I just thought that'd be quite nice. And again, definitely starring some washy little collage. And that's the second signature. And the orchard has mainly got fruits in, but it still has vegetables throughout, because obviously the whole journal is based on vegetables. So that one's a pocket. I don't know whether I might just stick that whole page down, because the back of this one is a bit garish really. That one's a pocket. It's got some strawberries on it. Mr. Squirrel. More. This one's on carrots and things. They're strawberries. Did a little bit of stenciling. This is cherry blossom. I thought, wow, sort of fit the theme. I think that was from Daffy and Styra too. So yes, I just basically, it's much the same. I just sort of try to keep any embellishments and decoration down to being fairly flat, so she can write in it. But hopefully with the board, the writing board, once I've done that, it will help. I did have a trouble with getting the thread through with this. I used too thick a cord really, and it sort of caught some of the pages, because obviously these have come out of an old book, so it just makes their holes a bit bigger at times. I've obviously hit a hole there, I would think. It's just made it worse. But it's a lovely book, and I just tried to pick out elements that suit the theme. Did a little bit of collage in there. Back of that one. More onions. Apple on that one. This is sorrel endive salsify. Never heard of that one. Basically the paper is 100 GSM. I bought green and cream kind of A3 paper, so I can use it in some of the bigger journals. I don't like making small journals, they just don't suit me. I'm a big person, I like big things too. Too dainty for my big chunky fingers. So yeah, this is vegetable fruits, and grapes, and that's the end of the book. So I should probably put a pocket in here as well, and I might put, as I say, I've got to finish the writing board, which I did cut out of that paper and the Stamperia paper, because this is the back page. I just wanted nothing too on the background, and I shall decorate this side, and she'll be able to write on this side because I'm not going to decorate that. And I used an old Amazon box for stabilise the board. So yes, that's as far as I've got so far. The reason I never finished it is because I was waiting for the stencils and the stamps to come. So I thought maybe today we could do a little bit of that. So I can actually finish it before she comes home. I'm not going to probably embellish it much more now because she doesn't need it embellished. It's more for my benefit, and you know, there's no point because it's going to be her book. So I will be doing pockets and a bit of stenciling and a bit of stamping, and then it should be done. So I'll be right back once I've got all the things together. Right, so I thought I'd do a bit of stenciling. I've got tea dye. I like the oxides actually because they give a nice sort of matte, chalky look to them. Just going to move it over a little bit. Hopefully I should be in frame. Yes, just about. I need to pull it down a little bit. Right, I decided I would add some bits to this because I spotted nail varnish on the page and I didn't like it. So I'm going to see if I can disguise it. And the thing is, with what's on the bottom, she's not really probably going to write much on this page, I don't think. So I thought I would just add a little bit of stenciling. I'm going to use the whole of the there we go. Just disguised it a little bit. I think I might try see if I can just put a little bit, put a leaf in. Cover that one up. This could be a bit tricky. That's a bit better. There's a little bit just here, so I might just go down this one. There we are. Looks like I caught the edge there. Never mind. So I'll put the lid on that one for a minute. They dry fairly quickly out here when it's nice like this. Got 26 degrees today from last week, which was practically into single figures. It was awful. I'm afraid the weather does affect me quite badly. I suppose I've got a little bit of SAD. I don't suffer to the point where I'm completely depressed, but it does affect me when I can't do what I want to do. And this is the problem with only been able to really work outside. I mean, the reason I work outside is because, one, it's a bigger table, my garden table. My workshop, which I've now decided is going to be my kind of mixed paper crafting and my bead making. I'm hoping that's going to work. I don't know whether it will until I do it and try it. My bead making can be a bit dirty, I suppose, because I use a blowtorch type setup. The glass itself can spit and stuff, you know. It can break off and shatter in little bits all over the place if it's a bit type of trying to think of the word now, lost all my words. It's because I haven't done a video for so long. Yeah, it's volatile. One day when I've actually sorted out my workshop, I might give you a little bit of a tour, but it needs ever such a lot of work doing to the workshop before I can reuse it again. I haven't used it for 3 years, and it's dusty and dirty, and it never got cleaned up, obviously. Then there's been lots of things dumped in there, plus there's lots of other crafts that I've done over the years, and it needs clearing out and sorting out and rearranging so that I can have a table or desk for this craft, and my workbench, which is set up with my torch on it. So the workbench is set up with the torch. It gets fixed to the desks, the table, or my workbench really, and it can't be moved. So yes, it's quite difficult to get in there because we've dumped some of my daughter's uni stuff in there. She had to vacate her studio very quickly. She's doing a model making course for the film industry. Her uni experiences haven't been very good. She does suffer with mental health problems and depression, anxiety. It's had quite a detrimental effect on her, really. She's not really looking forward to going back, but she's determined to finish the course, which she should have done this year. Well, actually, she should have done it last year, but she was very ill last year, had to give up. And it basically is not somewhere she really wants to go back to do, but she also wants to finish her degree. And she's practically there. She's done half of the last year before she gave up. So she hasn't got a massive amount to do, but that doesn't stop it being difficult. So, I mean, I have arthritis in my hands and various joints in my hip. My knee now has problems, so I'm not getting about as well. My husband's got Parkinson's, as well as his emphysema, which is why he's shielding. It's fairly early stages of his emphysema, and actually he gave up smoking at the beginning of lockdown, and he's been successful in giving up. So we're both me and my daughter are ecstatic about that. I just feel that, you know, there's lots of things going on in our lives. You don't have to be at work. I mean, both of us are now retired, both me and my husband. My husband retired last year. He couldn't do his job really because of, obviously, his Parkinson's is degenerative, and he will only get worse. Obviously, at the moment, he's fairly stable. Giving up smoking will help to some degree, but actually, smoking is something that the consultant said to us that it's unusual for him to get it so young when he's a smoker. So, all in all, you know, there's lots of things going on in our lives that affects what we do. we had loads of things going on this year. He's 60, he was going to have a party. It's our 35th wedding anniversary in October, and we was going to go away on holiday because we didn't celebrate our 30th because we couldn't afford to at the time. So I thought we'd do that this year. No chance of that either. And my daughter should have been graduating, and she isn't. So yes, sorry, I got a little bit emotional there, so I had to shut the camera off. So I have lots of things going on, sort of in that sense, and it does affect my creative mojo, shall we say, and I haven't really felt like finishing the journal, because when I was originally doing the last video before the weather changed, I was doing work in this, and I was unhappy with one. I'd obviously mucked up the journal, and I realised at that point. I also was waiting for the stencils and things to come. Decided to order those, so I couldn't finish it. It was actually her birthday at the end of June, 24th. This all happened around her birthday. Things went wrong. I bought some new ramen bowls for her. They came. One of them was broken. Plus, actually, she said they're not really quite big enough. So they had to go back. And various things, really. All sorts of things were happening. And I just got a little bit... I've had enough. So then the weather changed and I couldn't get out here, which was quite annoying. Because, as I say, I had to scrub the last video because of what was going on around me. But, right, let's get back to this and stop waffling on. I'm going to... Actually, I might just do a bit of stamping. I'm not quite sure whether I want to use oxide stamps or whether it might be better using yeah, I thought that was going to happen. This is the trouble with this table. It's not very flat. It's a new stamp, so obviously it never really prints very well the first time. So yeah, I don't quite know whether to use permanent ink, because the trouble is it does actually go through. I've got some archival ink, leaf green. I thought as I'm doing it on, I decided to do it on this page. I wanted it in the vegetable end of the journal, or in the vegetable signature. I wonder if it'd be better on the book. Let's see if I can get it to work better on the book. Might do. Give it a minute to soak into the paper. Oh yes, that's nice, isn't it? I like that. I'm going to use green. I might have a bit in that one. So I might use a makeup sponge to put this on with the same colour. Right. Wish me luck. Take that off for now. I would normally do this sort of thing before I put it together, but I put it together because I got fed up of waiting. Right, so I want that there. So I think I want this about here. sure we've got the middle as well. Yeah, there we go. See, it comes through a little bit. And then I'm going to put the vegetable seeds and gardening tools bit to there, and probably one of these. I'm not sure if I'm going to have one or two. Maybe just one, like that. So yeah, that's not too bad. So that's that one. So I'm pleased with that, and I've got that in. I quite fancy using this radish one. Not sure if I really want all of the white in, so I might not ink that up. What does it say? "20-day express radish. Orange blossom." I wonder what colour that is. See, it looks, they say orange blossom, but it looks a bit sort of rusty browny, so I don't know. Should we give it a try? We can always put something else on it if it don't work. Because I've got to get it going because it's a new stamp, so. Oh, seal gulls are going a bit bonkers. What's all that about? Let's see what that looks like. They are noisy, aren't they? Let's have a look. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? It is a bit orangey. Trouble is, it makes them look more like carrots as well, though. I do like it, though. Let's see. There's not a lot in the herb one, but as I say, I have put herbs in. Excuse me. Bibbing out there. I need something. A lot of stuff in the back I've not really done much to in the orchard one, really. So a bit of stenciling there. Trouble is, it's getting a bit full up, so I don't really need to do much. I might put it up in the top corner. I think I am going to go with the orangey. I like it. I like it. I do. I quite like the title. I don't want all of the bottom. Plus it's off the stamp as well, so. I think I will put it up there in that corner. I'm sort of not too bothered if it doesn't all come out, because I think that makes it a little bit more interesting. So that came out quite nicely. Quite pleased with that. I do like these stamps, they're lovely. That's a pocket, by the way, I forgot to say. Well, a little tuck spot. That one's also a tuck spot. Right, so I think I might use this one, which is I've got Olive Grove. So I've got archive links and I've got some mementos. They're all in various different colours, and they're all permanent inks. So yeah, that come up quite nicely. I'm going to put it right here, and hopefully it will work over the, yeah, that's pretty well, isn't it? That finishes that off lovely. I like that. I love it when a plan comes together. And now then, so I'm happy with that one. That looks finished. Not happy with that. I don't quite know. It's probably some ink of some sort. I think my neighbours next door playing with their little girl. They're having a right old time by the sound of it. Because she'll have been at work today, so they're probably having a bit of a happy time. So she's an occupational therapist, so you know she's still been working through this time. And her little girl she's only 3. So yes, she does throw the odd tantrum now and again. It's quite funny really. But you know, 3-year-olds, we've all been there, done that if we've had children. So I think as far as stamping and stenciling goes, I think we're done. I don't quite know whether I'm going to make anything to tuck into these or whether to just see what she wants, and I might kind of make up the odd kind of card. But this came out of Daphne's diary, which I thought was quite nice, so I should tuck this in somewhere. And it's a sowing and harvesting calendar. This part's flowers, but all this is cabbage and cucumber, tomatoes, cress. I mean, there's not a lot on it, but I thought it was quite nice. If it will go in that tuck spot there. Yeah, it does. So she could do something like that with it. Quite pleased with that. So really, the only thing I need to do now is put the pockets on and cover that awful spine up. So, right, now I did finish all of the stenciling, and this Hessian ribbon, and I used that for the pockets, front and back. So I've glued those in, and as you can see, I've put some ribbon with lace. It comes like that. Just find it. So I did that down the spine. So I finished the stenciling, which I'm quite pleased with that. Bit there of the new stencils. This is a pocket. That was already there. Now then, here. No, that one was already done. I've done the radishes, that's nice. Pleased with that. So I'm going to do it really quickly because my dinner's coming soon. Nice Chinese. I love Chinese. Because my daughter's away. Well, I mean, we have it when she's here, but we thought, well, we don't go out much. Oh yes, that's done. I did that. Put that stamp there. That's a pocket. I'm not sure if I said that earlier. This is a pocket. Oh, and I've just pulled it off. That was very clever. I'll have to stick that back down again. This is a little tuck spot. That one opens That's a pocket that I might actually close just so she can write on that. I wasn't that keen on this cardstock back. This one's nice, but I wasn't. It's a bit garish, that one. So yes. So basically, the journal's done. Hopefully she'll like it. And I'm quite pleased I finished it. So I'm going to say cheerio for now. It's lovely to be back, and I hope you enjoyed my flick through. Sorry about my ranting, or my waffling, whatever you want to call it, in the middle there. But obviously in these times it's quite difficult to keep yourself motivated all the time, and the weather isn't helping. And hopefully I'll speak to you again soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give me a like, thumbs up. It all helps me being seen on YouTube. Please come back again next time, and I'll see you there soon. Bye for now.